Hello folks, this is Aitananja from inspiredtorise.com, and today we are going to talk about the Inno3D GeForce GTX 1660 Super GPU. So guys, let's first start with the unboxing for the same. This is the official box for the Inno3D GTX 1660 Super GPU, and let's just see what's on the inside. And at the back, this is the pricing for this one. Supposedly the pricing for this one would be around 16 to 18,000 rupees. Let's just unbox it and see what you get on the inside. So the first thing that you would get on the inside is the documentation for this one, the warranty card, and apart from that, what else would you get on the inside? You would get the CD drivers for this one. The bad thing about this was that they are still bundling CD drivers in 2019 while they should be doing this with flash drives. Apart from that, I didn't have any issues with the box contents, and just let's take a first quick look at the graphics card. So the Inno3D version of the 1660 Super comes with dual fans, and they are like really big fans. And at the back you get a metallic base plate, and let's just open it up. There are no lights or RGB on this one, and it's a budget card, not really the highest end card, so it does not make sense to have really lot of lights on this one. But the cooling was pretty beefy, and if you look at the copper heat pipes, they also looked really good. After that, we began the installation process, which took some time, and it also comes with 8-pin connectors because this card has a TDP of 125 watts. And if you look at our rig, it was an Intel Core i5-9400F along with 16GB of RAM, so that there was no bottleneck during our testing. Compared to the 1660, the 1660 Super has one major difference. The memory type is GDDR6 compared to the GDDR5 memory on that one. The metallic base plate on the back for this one is also pretty sturdy, and I found that the cooling solution was really good. The fans do get pretty loud if you run them on maximum 100% load, and apart from that you get one HDMI and 3 DisplayPort connectivity options on this particular card. And I found that there were not too many other build issues with this one, and I found that the overall build and design was pretty satisfactory. The memory clock on the 1660 Super is around 14,000 MHz, and the 6GB GDDR6 memory makes sure that the overall memory bandwidth has increased to 336 GB per second compared to the 192.1 GB per second on the normal GTX 1660, and that means that you would get better gaming performance on a lot of other games. Compared to the original 1660, the GTX 1660 Super is up to 1.5x faster, and that performance translates to better real-world gaming performance. And nvidia has also introduced something called as ultra low latency, which is known as null, and it would help you to get better frame rates with VSync on and lower latency while gaming. So that's also one of the better things about it. If we take a closer look at all of the benchmarks, the Unigine Valley, Unigine Heaven, all of the scores show that it's a great performer. All of these benchmarks were run on 1080p Extreme, and you can also look at the particular Cinebench R15 scores for this GPU. We played a lot of games on this one and tried to test the overall FPS. Starting from Counter-Strike Global Offensive, we went to a lot of other demanding titles, and we also played Grand Theft Auto 5 on 1080p Extreme with 4x MSAA, and everything else pushed to the absolute maximum possible limits. And we also played Players Unknown Battlegrounds on this one, and one thing was common across all of these games, and that's the fact that this is a great card for 1080p extreme gaming. We also played Assassin's Creed Odyssey on this one, and the overlay was having some hard time with this particular game. Apart from that, we also played Shadow of the Tomb Raider on this particular card, and what I found was that almost all of these games were running easily on 60 plus frames per second. Some of them even went to 100 FPS or higher. And if you take a closer look at all of the detailed graphs for these games, you can see that the average FPS for almost all of these games was pretty good. And the final conclusion that comes out is that the GTX 1660 Super is a good card for anybody who's willing to play 1080p games, and we also used a 165Hz monitor, so the experience was pretty good. The official pricing for the GTX 1660 Super would be around $229, which is roughly around 16,000 to 18,000 rupees in India, depending upon the particular variant that you are buying. Inno3D's version would most probably be on the lower end because they always like to price their products competitively. At the end of the day, it's all about which particular card serves you best and gives you better value for money. I found only one issue with this card, and that was that the fan seems a little loud at 100% load, and apart from that, everything else felt great with this card. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspired to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.